While China is the biggest threat for whole world, 1,000 kilometers away from India, there is a group of islands in Bay of Bengal. When you get closer, this is Cocos Archipelago, a group of 7 islands. And these islands are part of Yangon region of Myanmar. Look closer, you can see extended to 1,300-meter airstrip, large naval pier, size of 100 meter into 55 meter, radar station located at 90-meter altitude, giving it the best monitoring capability. But the strangest thing about Cocos Island is, might be under the control of Chinese military. Thanks to its strong military presence at the Coco Islands, the Chinese are able to maintain a close watch on India's defense preparedness, apart from being able to monitor movements of Indian Navy. Using this radar station, China can monitor every single missile launches of India. So how this tiny island might become a huge threat for India? The Cocos Island with the Andaman and Nicobar Island were taken over by the East India Company in 18th century from local tribes. Later in 1858, Britishers tried to separate Hindu and Muslim soldiers by using pig grease to Muslim soldiers' rifle. But it backfired, turning into India's first independent fight against British. Although Britishers have built one of the largest prison in Asia, in Nicobar Island housing almost 4,000 Indian rebellions, the Cocos Island were seen as a source of food for the struggling penal colony, mainly by providing coconuts. Since this island was located on an important trade route, which connects India and Southeast Asia, a lighthouse was built on Tabletop Island. But the British housekeeper was murdered by one of his staff in 1877 over caste issues. This news did not reach to the port for several weeks. Then, under the supervision of British authorities, all these islands formally became part of British Burma in 1882. In 1878, the authorities offered a commercial lease on the Cocos Islands. It was taken up by a British entrepreneur named Sherlock Hare, who hoped to profit from the island's dense stands of timber and plentiful coconut palms. However, he met with mixed success, and within 10 years had been forced to abandon his plans. Over the next 50 years, the lease passed to a Jadwet family of Burma. But the island's remoteness, difficult weather conditions, high transport costs, labor problems, freshwater shortages, and disease made such ventures difficult to sustain. When Myanmar separated from India in 1937, all these islands remained as Burmese territory. Within 2 years, World War II started in 1939, September 2nd. When Germany invaded Poland, Great Britain and France responded by declaring war on Germany. On other side, allied itself with Nazi Germany. Japan attacked nearly all of its Asian neighbors. Around 75 million people died in World War II, including 20 million military personnel and 40 million civilians, to be noted 87,000 Indian soldiers. And 3 lakh Indian civilians died in World War II under British rule.
Almost every native regiment in India is represented by these men, of whom most carry medals of the Great War.
In 1942, the rest of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands were invaded by Japan.
The Japanese drive a deep wedge into the British lines.
A year later, Cocos Island, along with Andaman and Nicobar Island, were handed over by the Japanese to the Provisional Government of Indian National Army, led by Nethagi Subhash Chandra Bose. But all the islands remained under the effective control of Japanese military until the end of World War II. After Burma regained independence in 1948, talks between Nehru and Lord Mountbatten on July 1947. The decision of Nehru not to hard-press the British for the control of Coco Islands has emerged out to be another historical blunder. Nehru considered this island nothing but barren land, gave it away to the Britishers, who handed it out to the Burmese, or named as Myanmar. In late 1992, construction of 50-meter antenna tower, a comprehensive siege collection facilities, and 70 Chinese naval personnel began operating a newly constructed radar equipment. And these islands, which have been leased to Chinese military. Since then, these islands went under ultimate transformation. Looking at recent activities of China's quest for ports and military bases in Indian Ocean, it's clear that China wants to keep India under its feet, and control Indian Ocean, which might be threat for entire world, because 80% of world seaborne trade passes through Indian Ocean. 38 countries and 2.3 billion people depend on Indian Ocean. To defend China, India need to join hand with its allies and use their military bases. Not just that, India should increase its military budget for Navy and build more submarines and aircraft carrier. If you like this video, then please subscribe to this channel